Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are back in Enthusia Professional Racing. I'll be getting to that in just a second. Should probably also make an announcement here for the start of this stream as well. Just want to let everyone know that this will be the last stream for just a little while. Not too long, about a week or so. I'm going to be leaving this weekend to a business meeting. Business trip, shall we say, down in North Carolina. It's gonna be really fun. I get to see some of the things that I've actually designed in flight. I'm gonna be doing a lot of field engineering. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but it's gonna be like, very hectic, like 14-hour days and everything. But I'm looking forward to that. So that's all good. I just want to let you know that there probably won't be another stream until this coming up Thursday as well. So otherwise, there'll still be shorts and clips and everything like that posted and everything too. So that'll still be working. But in terms of actual, in terms of the other stuff though, it is a little, it will be a little bit slow on the channel. But I'll be back in full force probably Thursday night, depending on what time I'm able to get back and traffic and everything like that. Assuming nothing major happens with the project, I have to stay down there for longer. If that does happen, I will be taking my laptop at least, so I can at least communicate via socials and all that stuff, about the different things that are going on. All that being said, let's dive right into the game. Let's join a race in our Voltz, the Toyota Voltz. Now, those of you in the United States may recognize the Voltz more so as the Pontiac Vibe. The Pontiac Vibe was a car that was jointly developed by Toyota and General Motors, Toyota and Pontiac, utilizing parts of both the Corolla and the Matrix. Now, the Voltz was basically the rebadged version that was sold in Japanese markets from 2002 to 2004. It didn't really sell all that well. It only sold about 10,000 units, making the vehicle a super rare, very rare car. Alright, this does have a clutch though. That's good. I gotta be very careful here. Oh gosh, car does not want to turn. Very understeery. I need to make note of that. Very kind of sluggish on the corners. It's got decent braking though. I need to kind of get used to the handling of the car as well. It's not nearly as twitchy. It's not nearly as good on the brakes as the Group 5 BMW. Which is a blessing and a curse. But that's perfectly fine. This car though. The Pontiac Vibe sold for a bit longer than the Voltz. Pontiac Vibe sold all the way up until GM closed Pontiac stores in the late 2000s with the financial reconstruction plan. During the big recession of '08 and everything. So the Vibe did get a second generation as well, again utilizing parts from the Toyota Corolla and the Toyota Matrix, which is really cool that they kind of stuck with that. And basically it was around the same time that the Matrix also got a brand new generation. Oh gosh, it's got a 6-speed transmission. Okay, that is actually quite impressive for a compact car like this, an early 2000s compact vehicle. Oh gosh, it is still understeering heavily on the brakes though, and on corner entry. I need to make sure I kind of fix that. Kind of take those corners just a bit too fast. Car doesn't quite have that much grip just yet. So we need to make sure we kind of do things nice and smoothly. It does have a fairly high center of gravity. It does have a little bit of weight to it, being basically a heavier Corolla. What is really cool is a lot of Toyotas and some of the Pontiacs as well that share these components, like the Vibe and the Voltz. They were manufactured in the NUMMI plant, NUMMI plant in Fremont, California. Now, Fremont, California is sort of like a industrial town If you're familiar with the Corsair Gaming, their headquarters are also... Oh gosh, the understeer is mega on this car. I need to make some adjustments. I definitely need to make some adjustments to this vehicle after this race. Because it is very, very, very pushy, this car. But yeah, Fremont, California is where also the GM Fremont assembly plant was before they turned it into a joint venture with Toyota, which is really, really cool. And then during the reconstruction plan, GM actually sold quite a bit of that plant, and now it's actually a manufacturing facility for Tesla vehicles. So it is good that plant is still being used for automotive manufacturing. It's still the legacy lives on, because the Fremont plant initially, the General Motors Fremont plant had been around for a very, very long time. I think it was created during the 60s, if my memory is serving me correctly. And then it became a joint venture during like the late 80s, early 90s, with Toyota and GM working together to kind of build a lot of like small joint production vehicles, like the Chevrolet and Geo Prism, or vehicles like that. Or for example, the I think the Geo Tractor was also maybe manufactured there, because Geo Tractor was a Suzuki vehicle. And if memory is serving me correctly, I think. No, my apologies. My memory is definitely not serving me correctly. But yeah, during the 90s, American manufacturers had a lot of close ties with Japanese manufacturers to develop a lot of smaller vehicles and to kind of broaden their lineup range with more compact cars, which is really, really cool. So a lot of times you'll see, a Chevrolet badge vehicle is very, very similar at the time kind of to, a sort of a rebadged Toyota, or vice versa, is co-developed by both of those companies. So seeing companies co-develop vehicles like the Mazda ND Miata and Fiat 124 Spider, the modern version of that, or the Sai Toyobaru, the FRS BRZ GT86, or the Supra and the Z4. It's not anything new to have a vehicle, to have vehicles be co-developed by other by companies. That happened quite a bit during the 80s and 90s as well, as a means to kind of greatly improve the average fuel efficiency rating of a lot of auto manufacturers on the cheap. And it worked out surprisingly well. It also allowed certain Japanese manufacturers to kind of bypass tariffs on vehicles on foreign vehicles at the times during the late 80s and early 90s as well. Allowed them to sort of bypass that and then sell rebadged vehicles in the States. And then it allowed GM and Ford and all those companies to also gain more variety in their lineup, as well as engineering know-how, as well as to kind of improve the average fuel economy and emission standards and all that stuff. So it's really, really, really cool how they kind of work together for that. But yeah, the Japanese version, the Voltz, is a fairly rare vehicle. With it only being about 10,000 totally sold, and with it only being around for 3 model years, 2002, 2003, and 2004. So it's kind of a bit of like a cult classic vehicle now, which it seems like a lot of late, close to bankruptcy Pontiac and Pontiac version vehicles end up being, with everything from like the Solstice to the Aztec. Like they kind of become popular after Pontiac kind of has either scrapped the project or completely went under. It's very very interesting. Alright, we're kind of in no man's land right about now. Third place, which would be enough for a decent amount of points. That Subaru and the S2000 definitely have quite a bit of an advantage. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay. I want to kind of readjust the vehicle settings after this race, and then we'll do the clown challenge as well. But if I have a major collision, if a major off course, I'll wear the clown wig. But right now the car is just so understeery. I don't quite want to do that just yet because I'm still trying to come to grips with this vehicle. Yeah, I'm gonna be driving solo. I'm gonna be meeting a couple of coworkers down in North Carolina, and there's a massive hangar that the company owns where a lot of the aircraft are assembled and tested and everything. And we're gonna be kind of doing, basically we're doing a couple of things. One, we're gonna be actually seeing the testing the performance of those aircraft. We're gonna be seeing, you know, how well they fly, how well all the equipment sort of works together, or, you know, the full assembly and everything like that. We're gonna be doing sort of a physical audit, making sure that all of the components built for it are to the current revision of the drawings and everything, as well as we're also gonna make sure that there is, you know, the customer doesn't want any additional design changes or anything like that added last minute. But I am super hyped to go down there. I've never actually been to that particular city before, but it is gonna be really, really cool. Cause I've never really seen, at least not up close, one of those flying before either. It's gonna be really, really interesting. That's a good solid third place finish. That's very, very nice. All right. Yeah, a few minor off-course excursions there. I don't think that's gonna be enough for us to level up. Oh, never mind. We did level up. Sweet. So the vehicle will get a little bit lighter, which should help a bit with the understeering nature of it, which is good. Now we just need to make sure our ranking decreased a little bit. That's fine. That is perfectly a-okay. We're trying to drive, you know, the fairly heavy, fairly sluggish Toyota Voltz. It's basically a you know, a Pontiac, a rebadged Pontiac vibe. Stiffen up the rears just a little bit. There we go. Really kind of increase the toe. I want some maneuverability. Style this back just a tad. Now we can make that increase just a bit. And then boop. And then I want a bit more front lock. I want a bit more front lock in the differential. There we go. And what we can do then is we can get some more oversteer going into the corners and then power out of that with the throttle. Ooh, we do have a front-wheel drive limited race here. Up against some interesting competition on low-end steering, like another sort of permanent racing circuit. I enjoy driving on low-end steering. Low-end steering is quite nice to drive on. Lot of good variety of corners here. That's one thing I miss in like the older racing games. So it's just the more mundane cars as well, like this Vibe or the Voltz. That's very, very nice. This thing revs surprisingly high as well. If this is, you know, the actual performance of the vehicle, like it's revving, like the red line is way up there in like the 8.5 or 8.25 thousand RPMs, which is absolutely mind-boggling that it's all the way up there. It's got some decent grunt to it, actually, surprisingly enough. It's not the greatest in the corners. Even now, I'm still getting a little bit of understeer as I'm trying to kind of maneuver the vehicle around the tighter hairpins. But it's at least feeling a bit better on the higher speed corners. Let's try to keep the momentum going through there. Kind of do like a little bit of like a half throttle situation where we can get some rotation on the vehicle because you're not fully locked in the differential, but it is still a bit squirrely. There we go. Okay, so we can kind of induce a little bit of lift off oversteer then, and then correct it with some throttle application with the differential. So that is good. Nice and easy. Slowly get back onto the throttle. There we go. Very, very nice. Also, I like how the only two colors for this vehicle are white and black. Like that is it. Where's the color? Where's the fun? It's nope, just white or black. Your choice. Have fun. Doesn't sound too bad for a little inline 4 as well. It sounds half decent. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Keep the speed through the corners. Try to at least. Gosh. Alright, trying to feather the throttle as well on controller is a little bit difficult. So I want to try to keep my racing much smoother. I'm trying to kind of improve the smoothness of the driving. Try to keep the car nice and planted, nice and you know, copacetic through the corners. It's looking surprisingly good right about now. Well, we need to keep the speed up through this section. There we go. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Oh, I love the speed of this car. Like it does have some decent for like a fairly small compact car. It's got some decent straight line speed. Like I'm not even in 6th gear yet. I could probably tune this a bit more towards acceleration as well. But I gotta be careful because I don't want to have to shift gears too much or have too much torque go down to the front wheels as well. And upset the balance there. So we may need to wait until we get a bit more grip from the tires. Oh gosh, going way wide there on that corner. super duper wide. Nice and easy. Okay, I'm coming to grips with this car, mostly. It is starting to come to me a bit. I think I should probably stiffen up the rear suspension, or I should probably increase the rake just a little bit more. Because it is a little bit, it's still a little bit sluggish. Maybe just kind of lower evenly the front and rear ride heights just a bit to kind of improve cornering just a bit. Because the car itself is still very, very high off the ground. And you can see it. You can see the body roll quite a bit through the corners. It is definitely set up fairly soft, so it might be a good idea to kind of stiffen the car up just a bit, just to get it just get it a bit more twitchy, a little bit more, get a little bit more turning. Then two, you also want to make sure that the vehicle keeps most of its weight kind of planted on the ground, and if the center of gravity goes too high, that can cause some issues as well with the vehicle, where it'll try to lift. It might try to lift the wheels off the ground. You might lose inside grip. Gosh, understeer. It's like my car was being sucked into a black hole there on the pea gravel. Nice and easy through final corner, or the final corner complex, through Radion, or through backwards Radion. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Very, very good. Very nice. That should be quite a bit of front-wheel drive cars. Now, unfortunately, we didn't win. We didn't win anything as of just yet. I kind of want to see. What events or when we can kind of get a free week, so that we can then work on getting some more vehicles added to our collection. This week we can do it this week. So let's do it. Let's try to find a race where we can win another vehicle. Maybe. That would be very, very good. Let's see what RS event there is first. The Japan Grand Prix. Yeah, we don't have a chance. We could win an SLR there, but we need to be up against some very, very tough competition. What's this? What are we up against here? The Awesome Healy Sprite. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Alright, got nothing there. That's good. Anything at Marco Strada? We haven't really raced at Marco Strada in a very, very long time. Oh, the V70R. That's a possibility too. And then there's a fairly tough. Yeah, we have everything. We have everything there at this novice challenge. Compact car race. Have everything there. Of course, we have all the compact cars. That doesn't surprise me. We have the Savannah and the Civic. Both of those would be decent. Let's see what else we have. Nissan. The Nissan Cube. Great. We can still win the Nissan Cube. I don't want to win the Cube. I don't want to win the Cube. One make race there. Broken Truck Challenge. Alright, so right now we're kind of getting into races where now it's getting to the point where there isn't really a whole lot of vehicles we haven't won. I'm surprised we still haven't won that Volvo. Ooh, but we can do a wagon meeting. We're up against the Legacy Tourer wagon. Let's do that one. I want to win the Legacy Tourer. I want to get that. Plus, we can still make some decent points, and we get to race at Marco Strada, which is another track that I do genuinely enjoy driving on quite a bit. Plus, we get to see how the Voltz handles some of the shall we say, more urban tracks with rougher terrain, bumpier circuits. And we can kind of see just how good, or how bad it's able to handle this. Right now we're doing quite well. We do have the stage A just to our outside, going through the corner. Thankfully, the AI do not take that corner correctly. They can go very, very slow through it. It's able to really kind of punch well above a weight class with this. It's very, very good. One, deep, steady throttle through here. Gradually increase it. Easy. That actually worked surprisingly well. Using a little bit of the lift off the oversteer to get the vehicle, kind of rotated around. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Oh gosh. Okay. Definitely want to brake a little bit earlier going to that corner. Ooh. Oh boy. All right, a little bit of a hop there. Little bit of a hop. It's just a gentle bunny hop. Nothing major, nothing too damaging to the vehicle. Alright, we need to be nice and smooth through here. Gotta be very, very careful, very, very gentle with the car. We are absolutely blowing the competition away though. That's why I wish some of the tracks would be more, could also be used in some of the more difficult races. Because the AI does go a bit slower and they're a little bit less aggressive, and their vehicles aren't nearly as tuned in the lower ranking races. But some of the lower ranking races have some genuinely really enjoyable tracks to race on, like Rev City and Marco Strada. So it would be really, really cool to kind of, you know, race on those, put in higher ranking races outside of just RS, the occasional RS race. Like if it had more, you know, more variety in the top level ranking, you know, course rotations and stuff. That would be really, really cool. Because then you can be up against some really, really high powered opponents, some really challenging stuff. But you can also, you know, be driving on the tracks that you really enjoy as well, I think. That'd be very cool. Alright, here we go. Nice and easy. Oh gosh. Easy. Car still doesn't have the best brakes. I do need to kind of watch my driving a bit, because this Toyota Voltz, based off of the Pontiac 5, is a bit heavy, surprisingly. I gotta be very smooth, very gentle with the car over the bumps. Although it does have a softer suspension, so it can kind of handle it at times. Alright, nice and easy. Let's go now. Speed down the main straight onto the final lap. Alright, that's a bit slower. We kind of broke our consistency a little bit there. Yeah, that's been a bit slower. Previously we were all right in the 55-second range, give or take, with one dipping into the 56. But that was a fairly slow lap there. Lap 4, that was pretty bad. So let's try to push just a little bit harder. Keep our speed through these corners. Oh gosh, we're on pace. We are on pace to lap one of the other cars as well. That's silly. Because we're in basically a rebadged Pontiac vibe, which is basically also partially a Toyota Matrix. So it uses a lot of the Matrix parts as well. It's very kind of silly seeing the seeing something like that completely decimate the competition. But hey, you know, it works. That's good. Very nice. Very good race. Very clean race as well, except for the first lap where we kind of had a little bit of arging and barging, few minor bumps and scrapes from the other opponents. All right, let's see if we're able to win the Legacy Touring Wagon. That'd be really cool if we could. Yes! Good, another vehicle added to the collection. It's getting more and more difficult to kind of find vehicles to add to the collection. But that is very nice. That is a heavy car though, 1,500 kilograms. Wow. That's about 3,300 pounds, give or take. Somewhere on that range. That is a very heavy vehicle. There we go. Alright, we have two more races. We need to kind of improve our points. And then we have another free race after that. So we can kind of focus on trying to get another new car added to the garage. I do want to try to go after one of those Austin Healey Sprites as well. That would be very fun. That would be really good. Alright, what do we have here? I do want to adjust this. I do want to adjust a few more things on the vehicle real quick. Kind of adjust, get the car just set up a little bit stiffer. There we go. There we go. And probably a bit more camber. There we go. Perfect. And I think that should help us a bit, because the vehicle was still feels a bit squishy. It still feels almost like an SUV or a CUV type car. So having something that's a bit more, a bit more grounded, a little bit more stable, I think will really help us. Now, we're gonna be up against some fairly tough competition here, but as long as we can finish third or better, we'll definitely improve our rankings. Because we just need to beat 600 points to make sure that we continue to improve. Right now, I'm enjoying this car though. Like, it's got a 6-speed manual transmission as one of the options for it, which we're using. It's got a decent amount of power. It's a little bit heavy, but for a compact car, this is definitely one of the better compact cars in the game that I have driven. it just feels very, 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 very nice to drive, if a little bit heavy, especially on like the, some of the more tighter, some of the twistier, high G corners. The longer corners like this, it's not too bad. But especially a lot of the corners you need to go like, back and forth with, heavy braking. Those it has a little bit of issue with still. Well, we need to be very, very careful with these cars. They are incredibly quick, especially the TVR Tamara behind us. It is, a super lightweight British two-door sports car, incredibly fast, incredibly just insane in terms of performance, with the beautiful chameleon color shift paint as well, with the reflex. It's either the reflex or the chameleon paint jobs, both of them. There's multiple different versions of the chameleon and reflex paints for a lot of TVR cars. And if you ever see pictures of them, oh my gosh, this game does not do it justice. The color shifting effect on those cars is beautiful, especially because a lot of those cars are a bit more rounded, a little bit more kind of smoother. They're not like super edgy and angled. They're more classically proportioned, classically styled, very kind of round, very smooth. So you get to see the deep pearlescent effect on those cars with the color shifting paint, and it is, oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. To be fair though, I am a bit of a sucker at times for color shifting paint when it works on a vehicle. Like for example, the Mistachrome option for the 4th generation Ford Mustangs was super nice, very cool. What was some other really good ones? Or like seeing like the pearlescent effect on like a lot of like lowriders, or on that type of stuff, where you have a base coat of paint, then you do like your pinstripe, and you do your actual like graphics and everything, and then you do sort of like a partially transparent like clear coat, but like it's tinted a certain color as well, so that when the light hits it a certain way, you kind of see a bit more of the design. If the light hits it a different way, it's kind of more incognito. Ironically, back when I was in high school, the auto body shop actually managed to, it was really cool. They did that to one of the vehicles. It was, where it was, painted sort of a standard black, and they put the decals over that first. Oh no, it was painted, I'm trying to remember which layer it was. It was either orange, like as the base layer, decals, and then black. Or it was black decal layers, orange. I think it was orange decal layers, black. And basically, it allowed the color of the vehicle to kind of pop when like the light was directly shining through it, but like at an angle the car like was completely black as well. And basically it was sort of like the kind of showcase how to do that. One of I forget who it was, but someone brought the vehicle in to kind of have that done to it, and it was super nice. It was kind of like I forget what exactly it was. I think it may have been like a Civic at the time, with like some specialty decals and everything. It looked quite good as well. It looked really nice. Like I think it was like a Civic Si that they brought in, and they did that too. It was like like almost like a half a year project for a group of students for that vehicle. But it was very cool. Kind of just teaching them seeing them being taught the different like techniques and everything to make sure that the clear coat is just visible enough to kind of see underneath of it, but not too visible that it doesn't really do anything. And how to get those different effects with the paint mixing. Like that was some cool stuff. I wasn't in that class unfortunately, but I remember kind of sitting at lunch with some of the other like the auto body guys, because I was into the auto diagnostics program instead, and sitting at lunch with them talking about that, and that was just really cool hearing about that. To be fair though, that was at the same time that us in the auto diagnostics class are doing the engine rebuild, unit. So while they were doing some cool paint stuff, we were working on rebuilding like different engines and everything like that, and sort of refurbishing old engines. So that was very nice and very fun. I got to work on a 5.7 liter modern Hemi engine out of a Dodge Ram van. Really cool. someone else got to work on a V6. What was it out of? What was the V6 out of? It was some front-wheel drive like hatchback car. Yeah, what exactly? It was an American V6, I think. I don't remember exactly. I think I'm getting them confused. No, it was the inline 4. It was the inline 4 out of the Focus. And what was the V6 out of? Oh, the V6 was out of the Pontiac Grand Prix. And those cars were, those cars were kind of donated to the shop and everything. We got to take the engines out. We got to, completely take apart the engines, rebuild them, and all that. Do all the processing, and it was super cool. Oh gosh, understeer, major understeer. Okay, that is clown worthy. That is definitely clown worthy. That is 100%, 120% clown worthy. That was a very, yep, there's a hit as well. So after this race, we'll be putting on the clown wig and clown nose until I can get another clean race. We were doing so well also. I'm disappointed in myself. We had a major moment of understeer and then a tap on the wall. We got fast slap that time though. Go figure. Still, we got second place. We even managed to hold off the Tamara. Tamara actually dropped back another position as well. All right, yep. Let's get the clown nose and wig on. This is what everyone's come to see. I need to stop clowning around. There we go. There we go. And then the nose. There we go. I am clown. This is exactly who I was meant to be. Oh gosh, I'm cutting myself off. I just realized that. There we go. That's better. We've leveled up. Very nice. Very good. Oh, sweet, the tires. The tires gonna be extra grippy. We got plenty of points as well there. That's gonna definitely help our ranking. Very cool. My nose doesn't honk. Hang on a second. There we go. The nose honks. All right, let's see what other races we've got. We got the Nürburgring Challenge. The Super Circuit Challenge. We got 10.5 here. Up against the Delta Integrale, the Integra Type R, the Impreza, the Skyline, and the Roof RGT. YOLO! Let's do it. Let's see. Let's see if we can at least hold off the competition enough to get a 4th place finish here. To get points. I want to see if we can do that. We'll do a tougher race. Really kind of challenge ourselves. We kind of playing it safe. Downside is most of these vehicles are 4-wheel drive or have massive power, or have massive power, I should say. So it's gonna make it just a little bit difficult, kind of outmaneuvering them on the turns. Oh gosh, we're already dropping out of the points. We need to go just a little bit faster. Bump. Oh gosh. Hey, that's cheating. He's cutting the course. He's gonna need to slow down, get the position back. Oh gosh. Trying to drive in the pack is very tricky. Because they're all bunched up behind the Skyline. Oh man. Come on. Give me some speed. Please. Oh gosh, that Integra, that DC2 Integra is being very aggressive. They are not waiting for anybody. I'm surprised we're managing to stay this close behind of all things, the 22B Impreza. We're kind of slowly kind of gaining on the corners. But they're being very sluggish there. But we can't out-accelerate them though. Like they are absolutely destroying us on the acceleration side of things. If we can get up in front of them through this twisty section here. Come on. And maybe dive bomb them on the inside of this corner here. Smooth, slow and steady. There we go. Alright, we've gained a position. We're still out of the points. Oh, but they immediately come back on the straights. And it's difficult to kind of dive bomb them on the corners and not like immediately lose the position again. Makes it very, very tricky. Very challenging. Come on, nice and easy. Alright, the apex was there somewhere. Not where we were, but the apex was there somewhere. Oh, come on, I need a little bit more turn in on these tighter corners. I want to try to gain some more time back up with the R32 GTR. They are definitely babying that car. That car should be much closer to the front. Nice and easy. There we go. Alright, we gotta see just how far away the GTR is when we come around this corner. We're at least pulling away from the 22B, so I'm hopeful that we can make some ground up on the GTR as well. Maybe. That's 114, where lap time is improving. Oh gosh, the car does not want to slow down for the heavy braking zones, though. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch up to the GTR. I am pushing this car as hard as I can, though. I am trying. I am trying very hard. Use a little bit of the inside course. Actually, I think we might. At least through the twisty sections, we seem to be gaining on the GTR. It's only this straight here that really allows them to pull ahead. But we are gaining through the twisty bits. If we can minimize time lost on this straight and get a better exit out of the tight hairpin, that may help us just a little bit. Or not. I mean, we are basically using a rebadged Pontiac up against, you know, the legendary Godzilla. You know, a little tiny dinky inline 4 versus a turbocharged inline 6 with all-wheel drive. You know, a car that was a sales swap in Japan versus an absolutely legendary JDM icon that absolutely, completely dominated Group A touring cars. The point where a lot of times, in a lot of Group A touring car championships, four-wheel drive systems were completely banned because of it. Oh, we are gaining. No, I think we're actually losing just a bit of time, because previously they were just entering the hairpin. Yeah, this is definitely not going our way. Oh well, we can still enjoy driving the car. we can still attempt to, you know, do half decently, get a couple of good laps. Our lap time has been gradually improving though. 11, 12, 13. Like, we've been continuously getting faster and faster each and every lap. but it is not enough to beat the GTR. We have fought valiantly. We have beaten the, you know, rally legend that is the GC Impreza STI 22B. But we are unfortunately having just a little bit of issue with the rest of the pack. The DC2 Integra, the R32 GTR, the Roof RGT, which is completely blown us out of the water. I like how the Integra is actually fighting for a second place position right about now. That car is surprisingly quick, despite it only having about 200 horsepower versus the rest of them having, you know, 280 or more. And that is some very, very, very good maneuverability from that DC2 Integra. Yeah, 5th place. We're not going to be getting any ranking points from this one, but we did half decently there. I think that was a fairly clean race as well, with the exception of, you know, some beating and banging on other opponents. That's still decent enough. The Delta Integrale did really well, actually. GG on that one. Well done. Well done. That's some very, very, very good driving from the driver of the Delta Integrale. Alright, we at least managed to level up our car a bit more, which is good, which is nice. There we go. A little bit more power. That could have been a bit useful for us. Yeah, okay, our ranking has decreased a bit. We just need to beat 120 ranking points for the next one. So there's still a few races we can enter that we may be able to get a new vehicle, but also be able to kind of improve and also improve our ranking points. So let's check the R3. R3 may have something. R3 may have something. Maybe not. Okay. We may not be able to get a new vehicle. And nothing so far. The wagon meeting, maybe? Nope, nothing there. Wow. This is some pretty dreadful RNG where we're not really up against anything that we can, you know, potentially win. I'm not saying win competitively, I mean, you know, being able to unlock if we do, you know, finish within the points. Oh, we can win the Aventime. Let's do it. The weird two-door minivan thing produced by Renault that looks super strange, but is kind of ironically cool. Like I said, the unique, the quirky vehicles that are sometimes featured in racing games, I enjoy that. I like seeing these vehicles and then being curious about them, and then like being, you know, kind of wanting to do research and seeing, you know, what their backstory is, what their, you know, how they were built, how well did they sell, you know, any special versions and everything like that. Like what other racing game allows you to race everything from, you know, the Toyota Voltz to the Cadillac Seville to, what is that to the left of us? Is that a Peugeot 106? That might be the Citroen version. Or the Renault Aventime. Like this is what I miss about some of these games as well. And there are events for these cars as well. They're not just there to kind of, you know, take up space in a virtual garage. They're there to, you know, be driven if you so choose. Which is very nice. Oh, the speed. Right, easy. I want to see if I can carry momentum through here better than the Cadillac. There we go. Ooh, I'm passing on the inside. Neck and neck. Come on, keep pushing. There we go. Very nice. We gotta watch ourselves here. It's a deceptively hard braking zone. You want to kind of slow it down right around here. Down to third gear, because it does get very tight, very twisty. And especially this corner here, it is, it's got bad camber on it, so it will kind of push you even more so to the outside. There we go. Got through that section. That section is always quite difficult, especially when you're approaching it from the reverse side and not the normal way the course goes, because you're approaching it at a much higher speed, which makes getting through it very tricky. Whereas the other way, it's more so an acceleration zone that you just got to be careful about in some of the twitchier cars. This is actually, you know, a little bit more challenging. The reverse version of Bergenschlag, very, very tricky. Get back into the town, onto Cobblestone. Midnight, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Right now we are driving the wonderful Toyota Voltz, based off of, or jointly developed with Pontiac to also create the Pontiac Vibe, produced in Fremont, California. That same factory that was originally a GM-only factory created during the 60s, became a joint production facility during, I believe, the 90s. And then when GM filed for bankruptcy during the 2008 financial crisis, shortly afterwards, it became a Tesla factory. And it still is a Tesla factory to this day. It actually employs 22,000 people, which is really cool. The Celtics annihilated the Bucks. Oh, wow. Very, very massive victory and a mass defeat there. What was the final score, if I may ask? That's got to be some very heavy loss. Oh gosh, the Bucks didn't even get to 100 points. 140 to 99. you got completely, you know, shut down on the completely, your offense got completely shut down by the enemy's defense if you couldn't even get to the 100-point mark. That's some pretty rough stuff. Jeez, that is a 41 point deficit. So that's what 14 3-pointers they would have needed to win. that is a lot. That is quite a bit. I was disappointed because I like Giannis and wanted this team to win. Yeah, I can imagine, especially like with as much of a defeat, as much a defeat as that. Like I don't necessarily mind when my favorite drivers or favorite teams lose, but I at least want it to be a very close fight, so it's, you know, exciting to watch. But to have a curb stomp victory like that, that's very I think it's less fun for both the winning team's fans and the losing team's fans as well. Because the winning team's fans are like, okay, this is just kind of sad. Let's just let it happen. Let's get this over with. And the losing team's fans are like, well, geez, we're so much in the pit that even if we do stage a comeback, it's kind of too late now. So it does make it, you know, a bit less fun. Whereas when you're within, you know, like a couple of points of each other, constantly back and forth, then it becomes, you know, super exciting because you get to see, you know, not only really good plays, but, you know, it could still be anyone's game. It's basically goes right to the buzzer, which is very cool. Oh, we didn't win the Renault. That is sad. We didn't win the Renault Aventime. I was really hoping to win the Renault with that. The Renault Aventime is so weird. It's basically a minivan, but it's 2 doors, and 2 doors instead of, you know, having rear doors. It's just 2 very long doors, to the point where it's kind of classified almost as a 2-door hatchback in some certain automotive classifications. Now the New Orleans Pelicans are going up against the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets. Nice. I wish them both the best of luck. Hopefully it is a very close game. Hopefully they both play very well, and it's a clean game as well. You want a clean victory as well. So there's no, you know, hard feelings afterwards. All right, let's see what we can race with now. We got the front wheel drive limited race in Auto Mountain. That could be very fun. We'll be up against some fairly tough competition, but we'll be on Auto Mountain, which is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely one of my favorite tracks in the game. Very beautiful. Very nice. Ah, sweet. The car should be a little bit quicker now that it has been upgraded. We'll be up against some fairly tough competition though. There's you know, the Civic Type R's the Celica SS2s, all of them are going to be very, very challenging to beat. But we've got this. We've got this. I hope. We're already kind of leaving the door open a bit. This one probably won't be very close. The Nuggets are first in the Western Conference, and the Pelicans are 9th. Well, at the very least, maybe we can at least hope for like an underdog comeback. I think that'd be kind of cool. Either way, though, I still do hope it is a close game. Blowout games or blowout races are a bit less fun. Okay, please make up your mind as to whether or not you're passing me. Having you just constantly right alongside me the entire like half of the lap is beginning to get just a little bit annoying. The Nissan Primera, I believe, using a different SR20 engine, a naturally aspirated version. It's got a decent amount of power. It's a bit of a sleeper car, actually. The older Nissan Primera was very popular, very popular in Japanese touring car racing, as well as the British Touring Car Championship as well. A lot of like during the super touring era of the mid to late 90s, where you had a whole bunch of like homologation specials and everything. But we do have enough power now to kind of blow past it on the straights. Shocked with the Celtics games. Wait, Celtics, sorry, Celtics. Celtics are first in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics are second in the Eastern Conference. Oh wow. Maybe they were just having a bit of an off day, or one of the players was kind of feeling a bit under the weather, or just bad strategy or anything like that. So there are some days where you just nothing goes right, and sometimes that applies to sports people too. But wow, that big of a deficit, even with with them being first and second in their conference. That's interesting. I'm quite surprised that happened like that. Now I'm kind of wondering, what actually happened. Did the Celtics just completely, just get the massive team cohesion? Just something happened to just kind of get them all fired up, completely in the zone for the entirety of the game. Or did something happen? Maybe travel, jet lag, or just illness, or some minor injuries or something. That's kind of hurting the Bucks. And that's very interesting. The fact that such two teams, first and second, are that far apart. Although to be fair, that's kind of what happened with Formula One last year, and it's shaping up to be what's happening with Formula One this year as well, where the distance between the first and the second teams are absolutely massive. The Celtics are just a really good team. They're the best team in the league for a while. Oh wow! I mean, congratulations to them. Being the best at anything is very tricky. So good job on them. Alright, we've managed to keep the lead going for a little bit. We've even pulled out a little bit of a gap, and we're kind of about 2 seconds ahead of the Nissan Primera. Although that is a very quick car as well. Quick four-door coupe or a two-door coupe? I'm trying to remember which. I think it's four-door. It's a sedan if my memory is serving me correctly. But it is fairly agile, fairly quick as well. Although the older ones are usually the ones that are more popular amongst like the tuning crowd and everything, as well as with them the older ones having more of a racing pedigree. The only team that has consistently beaten the Celtics are the Knicks. Oh wow. Geez, so they are on an absolute tear this season. I mean, I'll give them props in that regards then. That is some very good consistency, very strong showing. Also, speaking of sports and everything, it is I think today is opening day. It's sometime this week, I believe, that it's opening day for baseball. So that's gonna be fun to watch. My wife, she's, you know, super into baseball. She's super excited to begin kind of watching that. She's got all of her, you know, all of her team, you know, shirts and hats and everything all sort of put back into her wardrobe for when she gets to watch the games. So that's gonna be fun. So, I gotta make sure I get tickets to some major and minor league games this season. Take her to. Knicks beat the Celtics 3 times out of the 4 times they played them. Oh wow, jeez. So if I may ask then, because you said at a time, at the time for a while this season, the Celtics were the best team in the league. What currently is the top ranked team in the league, if I may ask? If it's still being, you know, tracked and everything. So I do know with much coming to an end, March Madness is also kind of coming to an end. Basketball season is kind of beginning, not necessarily to wind down, but definitely, you know, it's kind of, you know, beginning to kind of come to a close, or getting closer to coming to a close. Nice and easy through here. Gotta be very smooth with the car. Oh gosh, the understeer though, I still haven't managed to get rid of completely the mid throttle understeer. Probably still a little bit sluggish on the corners. I'm trying to counteract that. Nice and easy. Final couple of corners. It's actually been a very good, very enjoyable race. I've been keeping very consistent lap times with the 127s, keeping them right around there. Let's see if we can get another 127. Ooh, 126, even better. Just a little bit quicker that lap. Very nice. That's 135, 127, 127, 127, 126. That was a very consistent driving with that one. That's very nice. Oh, beautiful. First is the Bucks, second is the Celtics, third is the Nuggets, fourth is the 76ers, and fifth is the Grizzlies. Hey, the Grizzlies are in the top 5! That's very nice. That's very good. GG. Alright, let's do... I think we can probably switch our vehicle. Yeah, we can switch our vehicle now that this is up to level 10. A beautiful Voltz has served us well. Let's get a nice sort of screenshot of the car, just to kind of serve as a walk down memory lane. Let's open up another random number generator. Let's see, we have the medium sedan wagon. We have three choices here because we did unfortunately forget to save for the previous time. So we're gonna open up display capture. We're gonna go min 1, max 3. It is 3, so it's at least a different vehicle this time around. We're gonna be in the Legacy E4 RSK. Very nice. Very good. Let's get in it. Let's see what options do we have. Ooh. Nautical blue mica, black topaz mica, jet gray metallic, premium silver. I want the blue. I want the car to kind of stand out just a little bit. Yeah, our ranking will decrease just a little bit because we are indeed, you know, changing our vehicles. So no, that's another week gone by that we're not doing anything. That's fine. We can adjust some settings here. A little bit. I want to kind of stiffen this car up just a little. There we go. Lower the gear ratio some. And yeah, that should work. That'll be very, very nice. Let's join a race with our beautiful Subaru Legacy. Let's see if we can potentially win a vehicle here. We have the Civic RS we can win there. What else can we win? The under 2-liter race. No cars we can win there, of course. Of course not. That would make things way too easy for us if we could win a vehicle there. Alright, let's check the Route de la Seine challenge. Nothing. Really. I want to kind of try to win more cars. I want to add more to my collection. So I know there's still a few that we are missing. I might just go the Tsukuba Circuit Challenge because there is the Civic that we can potentially win. We can add that to our collection. Another compact car. Because the Civic was a bit, that one's going to be a bit tricky to level up, but it'll be really, really fun. Plus also, we get to kind of test out the Legacy against some easier opposition. And a 3-lap race on Tsukuba. There we go, full power. Time to absolutely dominate this race. Alright, yeah, the car doesn't quite like full-on throttle off driving. Oh, but man, the speed, the acceleration of this feels genuinely good to drive. Very, very, very planted, very smooth. Quite a bit of power, though. This has a massive amount of power. It could be that we've just gotten so used to the Voltz. But this is a beautiful, beautiful Legacy. With a turbocharged Boxer 4 engine underneath the hood. It's got the low rumble, it's got the lowest center of gravity. Because of the Boxer engine, it's got, you know, it's got the cool exhaust notes. And fun fact, before the Impreza was created and used as the Subaru's official rally car, Subaru actually used the Legacy for quite a while in rally racing during the early 90s. And it did okay. It did okay. Unfortunately, the car, especially in some of the stages, the car itself was a bit too long. And so the reason they kind of switched to the Impreza is because they wanted something with a shorter wheelbase to kind of deal with some of the tighter stages. It's the same reason with the Mitsubishi Lancer. Before the Lancer, Mitsubishi used the Galant. They're a sort of 4-door sedan, and they kind of ran into the same issue where, you know, they were having a little bit of trouble with some of the tighter stages, and then they switched to the Lancer Evo to kind of get kind of have a bit more of a maneuverable vehicle. But it's funny, the development of both the Galant and the Legacy, as well as the Impreza and the Lancer Evolution, both of them kind of almost mirror each other in a way. Well, at least their histories sort of mirror each other as well. Really, really cool cars. All 4 of them. Very, very nice. Nice and easy through here. We've got this. We've got this. We've got the speed. We've got the handling. This car is being absolutely gorgeous to drive right now. It's very planted. It's got the acceleration out of the turns with the four-wheel drive system. It's got quite a bit of turning with our settings adjustments. Like, this is a very, very rapid car. I am excited to drive this against some very, very stiff competition and potentially beat them. I think this could be very, very nice. This will be fun to take on like an RS race and potentially actually go for a victory with. Especially once it's been tuned up a bit more. So it's got a bit more grip, it's got a bit more power, and it's a bit lighter. Like, this car could genuinely just, you know, blow the doors off some very, very fast vehicles. And I am looking forward to it. There we go. 110 around Tsukuba. In an unmodified, completely stock Legacy with the B4 RSK. which is like the high performance version of it, the B4. And yes. Okay, Civic, 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 Civic. Yes! We got the Civic. A compact car, a little 75 horsepower. Super, super old compact car. It's absolutely adorable though. Really, really cool. It should be a fun vehicle to drive as well. And we had a completely clean race too. No contact, nothing. Just a pure hot lapping. Very, very nice. Very, very fun. There we go. Weight, the vehicle is a little bit more nimble now. 28 points. 28 points. Our ranking, okay, our ranking didn't really manage to improve too much there. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. Alright, let's do another race in the Legacy. Ooh, the Gold Rush Anniversary. What are we up against? Alright, we are up against the Caterham Super 7. But the rest of the opponents, I think we actually have a half decent chance of beating. The only one we'll have some issues with is the Caterham. And that one will be more a... we may have a shot if we can keep the acceleration of the full-wheel drive through some of the tighter corners. And if we can be a bit more defensive. Because we are already rocketing away at the start. Caterham is also rocketing away. Thankfully, we can kind of hold them off for a bit through these corners. These corners aren't necessarily passing points. Very, very difficult to go too wide through there. But oh man, it's got mega acceleration, mega speed through there, and it is gone. The Caterham is a truly terrifying car to run up against, especially in RS, races. Because the AI doesn't quite have nearly as much issues with handling it as the player does. They always know exactly how much grip it has, how fast you can take it. Oh, but this is very, very nice. Alright, we got a Supra behind us. We do have the Supra. What is that red car? I'm not making out what that red car is. Is that that is the Aston Martin? Oh gosh, two very, very powerful, very heavy Grand Touring two-doors behind this very moderately powerful sedan. Oh gosh, alright, mega course, mega off course. I gotta be very careful there. Gosh, the power of this car. The speed. Yes, please give me a little bit more of that speed. Give me a little bit more of that all-wheel drive and boxer 4 acceleration. Let me just completely push the car as hard as I can through the turns and have the traction system just beg for more. Okay, slight understeer there on corner exits. Trying to take it just a little bit too fast. So we gotta watch out for that. Oh man, the Supra is still trying to gain on us. We've been holding them off, but they are being just a little bit difficult. Come on, we need to go just a bit faster. Oh boy, this is actually being a fairly difficult fight. All right, we had a bad corner there. A little bit of poor camber. But man, all right, easy. Oh, they're gonna have the inside line. We gotta out-accelerate them and hold a defensive line through the next corner complex. gosh, it is a three-way fight for second place. Car still understeers quite a bit on that corner. I may need to adjust a few things there. Get the car to turn in just a little bit more. But otherwise, the car is, you know, doing us quite well. Okay. Yeah, we've had a few collisions. This is definitely going to be warranting Clown Isaac. Ah, bad. That's not good. Okay, that is definitely a clown. There's a clown moment. Easy, 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 easy. Alright, we gotta be very, very careful with this. Alright, the Aston Martin managed to get just in front of us. Gotta get that place back. We can try to force an overtake on this sweeper left-hander coming up. The AI goes a little bit slowly through that corner. So we can carry a little bit more speed and then dive deep into the braking zone. Oh gosh. That did not work out well for us. That may cost us third. That did cost us third. Alright, we need to fight for those positions back. Come on. Oh boy, oh boy. Come on, we got this. Downside is, with them being in front of us now, it's going to be much more difficult. It's going to be much more difficult to actually gain time on them as opposed to defend. Because they are in much faster vehicles, much more powerful vehicles. Ooh, alright, we're up on the Supra. We are within striking distance of the Supra. We lost a lot of time to the Supra with understeer there. Alright, we need to fight. We need to fight hard. Try to at least get up to third, get a podium spot. Oh, it's gonna be very, very tricky. Alright, come on. Come on. Need a little bit more speed. Oh, this corner right here, though. The negatively banked corners on this section. I am losing way too much time on them. Because the four-wheel drive Legacy does not like that. It understeers way too much for that. We can still get a good solid 4th place finish. We'll still get plenty of points with that. But I was kind of hoping for a 2nd place position, right behind the Caterham. Caterham surprisingly hasn't actually gotten too far ahead. And they may be taking it nice and gently, so that they can get a good, you know, keep that lead, because no one else is even close to being able to compete with them. Alright, come on. We made some speed. There we go. Be very, very careful. Another hard right-hand corner here. Come on, we've got this. We've got this. Give me some speed. Beautiful, the beautiful legacy. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of time on the Super and on the Aston Martin. Both of them very, very rapid vehicles. We definitely need to kind of up our pace. Maybe adjust a few things tuning wise for some of these corners. Come on, we got this. We got this. Get a good solid 4th place finish. That'll give us points. That'll improve our ranking. A little bit of an on-off course excursion there. That is a-okay. We're already going to be clowning around. We are already going to be a little bit funny. We're already going to be wearing the rainbow wig and the clown nose. Next race. Alright, fairly consistent results as well. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get a nice drink of water. Alright, now let's see if we can win the Caterham Super 7. Or not? Nope, I guess not. We are not gonna win that. Okay. We at least managed to level up the Legacy though. That is good. The Legacy is a little bit grippier. That'll be very nice. That'll help us with the cornering. We got 480 points. That is... Okay, it is gonna decrease our ranking ever so slightly. Still, we did okay. We did okay with that. We could have done much, much worse. Alright, let's see what else. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, the ultimate match. What are we up against? The Roof CTR. But it's on snow. I'm gonna go for it. I wanna see if we can get a decent run there with the snow and the 4-wheel drive. I think potentially we may have something we can do. We may be able to do this. 3, 2, 1, let's roll. Ooh, they got the power though. They are surprisingly nimble on the snow. Come on. Hello, full opposite lock. Lovely. Okay, we need to get that time back. And I realize I've got to put on Clown Isaac. That's fine. I'll do that at the end of this race because... Really? Alright, we need to gain massive amounts of time on this opponent. Come on, let's get it back under 100 yards. Let's try to gain some more time on them. If we can keep it from spinning, we may actually have a shot. We still have some time to kind of make ourselves, you know, make our comeback. I'm not giving up just yet. It's been a while since I've driven on some slick surfaces. so we may be able to do something good here. Or not. Oh gosh. Alright, let's see what the time is here. Another 6-second time. Alright, come on. Nice and easy, nice and easy. I was expecting the roof to be, perform much worse on the snow, but I guess the rear engine is helping it with its grip maybe just a little bit. Let's see if we can't gain a little bit more time. Gosh, it is still pulling away. Is it really that much faster than us? That it's just able to pull away that much in the straights, even in the snow. I was expecting the snow to be kind of more of an equalizer. Really? Okay. Yeah, that was dreadful. Nope. That is pain. Okay. That is a performance worthy of Clown Isaac. I am a sad clown. There we go. Oop. And the nose. Oop. There we go. Settings. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. I am a clown. Okay. So that's gonna affect us a little bit. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. Alright, let's do another race. Let's see. It might be a good idea to kind of lock the front diff ever so slightly. Maybe for some of the more for lack of a better word, some more low traction races. You know, in the snow and in the wet and in the dirt and stuff. Alright, that's another Wintertron challenge. Now up against the NSX. We could do that. We could do a wet race on Tsukuba. Ooh. We could potentially win the Volvo V70. That is very, very nice. We can get some points. And we can win a car. Yes, please. That would be very, very useful for us. That'd be very, very nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, come on, we've got this. We've got this. Nice. Ow. Please do not rear end me. I'm trying not to rear end the Volvo. My boss actually drives a Volvo as well. He's got one of the bigger, the Volvo X series Volvos. Very, 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 very big, sort of pearl white SUV. It stands out quite a bit in the parking lot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nice and easy. Gentle through the hairpin, and then get onto the throttle. Full launch down the back straight. Here we go. Give us some speed. Give us some power. That Volvo is also quite quick. And what else is that behind us? I haven't got a good... Oh gosh, this is one of... What is that? I can't see it too well. Some sort of sedan. We just got to go faster than the sedan behind us. I think that's a Mercedes, but I'm not too sure. We'll probably see it as it comes around the inside of us. Yeah, it is a Mercedes. So the Mercedes S-Class. We can beat that. We have more maneuverability through the twisty bits. I am giving you some space, but you gotta respect me as well. Kind of push me wide like that. Ah, jeez. Okay. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Get it back on track. Get it back on track. Get it on the racing line. There we go. Come on, give me some turning. All right, let me use the beautiful power of the Boxer 4 to launch myself down the straight. Oh gosh, that Mercedes is surprisingly quick for its heavy size. My word. I need to go just a little bit faster. Come on. Jeez, it is quick. That is a huge vehicle. But it is still, like, as soon as it gets out of the corner, like, it is lumbering through the corners. But as soon as it gets out of the corner and onto the straights, because not only is it, you know, very, very powerful, but it's got the traction control and electronic stability system as well. So it can put the power down super early without spinning its wheels. It is just absolutely terrifying on the straights. Plus also our legacy isn't exactly lightweight either. Like we're fairly quick. We can be, you know, reasonably quick around here. But not nearly as quick as that Mercedes. That is a truly rapid machine. Alright, go back on the inside. Alright, we're 2 seconds behind a Mercedes. Come on, come on. I at least want to stay right up with it. If I can't make a pass, I at least want to stay right up with it. We gained 0.2 of a second. Alright, gonna have to do a cutback. Brake just a little bit too late there. Come on. Speed, please. How far back are we now? 2.3. Okay, we need to gain a little bit of time. Alright, now we're 3 seconds behind. Yeah, that Mercedes, it's gaining most of its time on that straight. Like through the twisty bits, we can sometimes make up just a little bit of time. But then on that back straight, it is just pulling away completely. And it's just very, very, very challenging to kind of keep it within our sights, keep it within striking distance. I'm trying to remember what the odds were for this race and what odds were for that Mercedes. Because that is a brutally quick car on the straightaways. And the traction control actually is helping it quite a bit in the rain, despite it being rear-wheel drive. Like, it is just planted. Like, it has, I have not seen it spin its wheels once. Alright, let's at least get a solid second place finish here. There we go. Very good with keeping. Alright, we're going from attacking to defending. We have 2 cars behind us. Let's make sure we don't have any issues with them. Yeah, the Mercedes is gone. The Mercedes is long gone. Oh gosh, brakes, please. Oh gosh, another Mercedes. These things. This time it's one of the AMGs. They're able to use a lot of their electronic assists to really kind of, you know, tear up the wet tracks. It's actually doing surprisingly well. There we go. Push them, nudge them just a little bit wide. That's fine. Come on, come on. Oh gosh. They have the inside of the corner. We were able to carry just a bit more speed though. That was a very close race. GG. GG to the driver of the C32. That was some very, very close racing. Within 1/10 of a second. Very, very nice. Bravo. Bravo. Alright. That's a good solid second place. Can we win? Can we win the Volvo? The ever elusive Volvo. Can we do so? Moment of truth, moment of truth. Come on. Volvo, 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 Volvo. Yes! Alright, we won it. That's another vehicle to the collection. Beautiful 300 horsepower turbocharged wagon. Very, very cool. It's got the headlight wipers as well. Yeah, that was a decent amount of collisions with other cars. Very, very kind of beating and banging. But still very, very fun. Very, very nice. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we can race in. What else we can race. What other events we can race in. Hopefully something good. Ooh. That might be an option. That may indeed. Yeah, that's an option. I gotta get better at snow driving anyway. Let's do it. We'll be up against the Tamura. It's gonna have quite a bit more power than us. It's gonna be lighter than us, but we do have the four-wheel drive traction. We should be able to wipe the floor with it. If we don't absolutely wipe the floor with it, that's how you know I'm a terrible driver. There we go. Good so far. Okay, how is this rear-wheel drive car like still right up on us in like the super slippery snow of Enthusia? Alright, nice and easy through the corner. Alright, we can kind of at least gain some time on the acceleration zones. Really? Alright, I'm not sure what's happening with that corner, but off throttle, on throttle, like as soon as like even if you go full opposite lock, the car just decides, nah, I'm still turning left, fam. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. If any professional sim racers want to let me know what I'm doing wrong on that one particular corner, what's upsetting the balance of the car that much, please let me know. Because everywhere else, I've kind of gotten the car mostly stable, and I can steadily gain, some time. Mostly, if the brakes worked. Gosh, I am slaughtering the legacy's rallying legacy right about now. Come on. If it's not oversteering, it's understeering. Like, okay, full opposite lock, please. Like it's when the car. Okay. Sweet. I'm not. That was dreadful. That's dreadful. That is. That was bad. That was bad. That was horrible. Okay. Alright, but I genuinely don't understand, like, the car, like, even if you're going, like, full opposite lock, it just completely didn't, hang on a second, there we go. It completely just did not want to, like, turn back the other way. Like, it was bad. It was horrible. All right, let's do a different race. Let's try something else that won't absolutely destroy us. Maybe. Of course, EB110. Great choice of car. We got a decent chance. We got a decent chance of having a clean, solid race here. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right. I am strictly a tarmac racer, apparently. Then again, I was having this issue when I was trying to use the PS3 controller for playing Need for Speed Underground as well. Where the car, like it seems like the control sticks like aren't nearly as sensitive as they should be. Where like I'm steering maybe like at 75% of like how much I should be steering. I have to look into that. I'll have to look into that. I may look into that after this race. So I mainly use the DualShock 3 controller for, you know, being able to use the triggers as the gas and the brakes, because, you know, you do want to have smooth applications of the throttle and the brakes when you're doing, especially more closer to simulation or, you know, more, you know, less arcadey style racing games, because improper use of the gas and the brakes, you know, going all in definitely can cause quite a bit of issues. So if the partial issue is just that the game itself is not registering, you know, the full, you know, directional stick being used for turning, that may be something I look at. Maybe see if there's a way I can kind of like boost how much it thinks it is versus what it actually is. That may be the case, which could also be what made it so much more difficult to kind of steer out of slides and everything, because, you know, I wasn't turning, you know, hard enough for counter steering. At least the game wasn't thinking I was you know, turning hard enough for the counter steer, and that may just very well be the issue. I'm gonna take a look at it after the race real quick to see if there's a way I can fix that. Because it should be in the gamepad settings under the PCSX2 emulator. Should be fairly quick. If I can't find it shortly, I'll just get back to racing and just stick the tarmac until I'm off stream and can double check that. Because it's very weird, you know, when you're on the snow, you know, even as soon as the car just begins to kind of slide out, just ever so slightly, the like even if you're going like full opposite lock, the car just decides it just wants to keep rotating. And it's a little bit strange. Alright, we're getting ready to complete our first lap. Very smooth with backwards Radion. Very nice. There we go. Keep the speed up. Very good. That may also make the cars feel a bit better on the city street circuits as well, where they are, you know, they have tighter corners and everything. That may be part of the cause. That may be part of the cause. And then they won't necessarily need to tune them for nearly as much oversteer, which should allow for more consistent driving. Maybe. Like I said, I'm gonna need to check that after this race to see maybe what I am missing, what I am missing out on. Alright, come on, let's keep the speed up under the Dunlop Bridge. Very smooth through these corners. There we go. Just a slight off-course excursion there. Nothing major. Ran ever so slightly wide. Alright, here we go. Now we're going the back of the front leg of the cat, heading towards the belly. So it's part of the reason why I like this course so much. Aside from the different variety of corners, and it being one of the few, like the only fictional permanent racing circuit in the game that isn't like either completely based off of another real life permanent racing circuit like Speediapolis Ring is. I really enjoy the fact that they made it look, they designed it to look like a kitty cat, which is really cool. Like you look at it from like, you know, the map. It's a cat. It's very creative, very good track. I actually enjoy this a lot. I wonder if someone's made a mod to port this, whereas recreated this as a mod for like a set of Corsa. That'd be fun to take, you know, the cars in that around this track. See how they handle the different elevation changes, all the different corners and stuff. I know there's quite a few Gran Turismo tracks that are out there as mods for a set of Corsa. It'd be cool if there's like a couple of Enthusia tracks as well to put in. Alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. Let's go, let's go. Cross the line. There we go. Great. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful victory. Now, I'm gonna adjust something real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, sensitivity is super low for this. I'm gonna dial that up to 1. Yes. There we go. Sensitivity was set too low. Okay. And then gamepad settings. And I'm gonna save that binding to DS3 pad. Yes. There we go. That should make it a lot better. That should make it much that should allow me to kind of correct a lot more slides, a lot more issues with the car much sooner. I think that's probably the issue. I had the steering sensitivity set way too low. And while it did allow for very smooth driving, it also kind of prevented any course corrections in the event of a vehicle spin, or in the event of a vehicle getting just a little bit squirrely. So let's see. We have the Japanese Car Limited race. A very enjoyable race. Ooh! We haven't won the RX-7 yet. The FD3S. Yes, let's win it. Let's get it. Yes, please. Let's get that car unlocked. Let's add another vehicle to our collection. With our car as well steadily getting upgraded, we should be able to begin hearing like the turbo blow off sounds and more aggressive exhaust notes. Yeah, you can just barely faintly hear it when I upshift or when I get off of the throttle. Just a slight blow off valve. It's still fairly straightforward. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, steering is so much better now. Oh my gosh, why did I have the sensitivity set so low? This is so much better. Oh gosh, I gotta be careful though about that. Nice and easy. Because now I've kind of set the cars to be fairly twitchy with the lower steering sensitivity. So now with the higher steering sensitivity, they're going to be very squirrely, very squirrely. So I need to be just a little bit careful with that. Oh my gosh, this actually feels like an entirely different game now. Like, don't get me wrong, it was enjoyable before, but this like actually feels like I am like right on the edge of control. Oh, that is so much better. And you can just keep the car right at the limit, and just do all the miniature course, the little corrections as the car is going sideways. Yes, this is a lot better. Alright, come on, full speed ahead. Let's go. Let's completely dominate this race now that we got the main issue resolved. Speed, handling, everything is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, nice and... oh gosh. Alright, slight tap there. That's Isaac getting just a little bit too aggressive. That is A-okay. That is perfectly fine. Oh gosh. Okay, so still not 100%. I need to get used to this handling a bit more. But that is okay. That is perfectly fine. I think I should probably adjust the car just a little bit so it's not nearly as oversteery. So I have been kind of adjusting a lot of the vehicles for like insane amounts of oversteer. That definitely hasn't been you know, super great. Alright, nice and easy. It'll be very smooth through here. This actually feels really enjoyable. Come on, give us some speed. Nice and easy through the twisty bits. If we keep this up, we're actually gonna be on pace to lap another driver. So let's make sure we do that. I wanna see, you know, complete domination with the legacy. We are reviving the legacy's legacy. Oh, and it even sounds really nice outside of the vehicle as well. The low burbling of the boxer engine. It just sounds very good. Very nice. Alright, come on. Keep it up. Keep the pace up. Let's go. Alright, that's a bump as well. Alright, so maybe one sensitivity is just a little bit too high. Maybe like 0.95 might be exactly where we need to be. Or we can just adjust the suspension of the vehicle so it's not nearly as oversteery. I think that's the big thing, is the suspension of the car is just a little too oversteery. But that'll definitely allow us to be much faster, much quicker throughout the tracks, throughout the corners, and throughout the races. So that'll be fun. That'll be very fun. Get to drive. We'll probably be driving a lot better, just from a better setting there. Alright, past the back marker. Past the Sylvia. Another turbocharged 4-cylinder. But they do not have the all-wheel drive. There we go. Speed. I don't think we'll be able to lap fifth place. Fifth place is a little ways ahead. And the lap itself is very short. So I don't think... Just got Homeo. Welcome to the stream, Hidechiku. We kind of figured out some of our handling issues with this game. I had the steering sensitivity on the emulator set way too low. So now I can actually kind of control the vehicle when it begins to get out of shape. I can actually counter steer and everything much better. Welcome home. Hope you had a great day. Oh, the car is very very, very squirrely, because I had to tune it for massive amounts of oversteer with the previous handling setup and the previous controller settings, but this is just barely at my limits of grip. Quite quick, but I think we should kind of dial it back just a little bit on the handling side of things. Although we were able to get a sub 50 lap time on Autumn Hill, which is quite nice. Quite nice. It would be much faster machines. Should be very, very fun. Alright, let's see if we win the FD3S, the RX-7, the beautiful Dorito-powered rotary-engined. Yes! Yes, please. I love that car. Very, very nice. Oh, look at it. Oh man, that is such a cool car. Alright, let's level up our legacy a bit more. There we go. Very, very good. Tuning level is going to get increased even more. It's going to get grippier tires, and it's going to get a lighter weight chassis. Or at least some more weight reduction. There we go. Our ranking has also been improved as well. We can really take the fight to some faster vehicles now with the different controller settings. I am going to adjust some settings here in the vehicle though, because the car itself is just a little bit too squirrely. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Like it was just at the limit of what I can reasonably control under most situations. Alright, here we have the Rev City Roulette. We'll be up against the Shelby Cobra, the Mercedes C32 AMG, the Toyota Supra, the Nismo Silvia S15, the heavily tuned Nismo, and of course the M3 GTR. It doesn't have the blue and white or blue and silver most wanted livery on it. It's not the racing version, it is the road-going version as a homologation special to create the racing version. But it is still a very, very cool car. Very, very quick, absolutely rapid. Basically created so they can stuff a V8 engine in it. So they could use the V8 engine. I figured out, I'm so tired. Oh man, I hope you're able to get some rest. That's okay. I'll still be here for a little bit. So if you want to get some rest, you know, get yourself something to eat after you get home or what have you. You know, I more than understand. I am always, you know, the VODs will always be here. You know, I normally I say I'm always gonna be here as well, but it's probably gonna be the last stream in about a week or so, or for about a week or so, because I'm gonna be away on a business trip, heading down to North Carolina. Because I'm going to be doing some field engineering for some of our aircrafts. So that's going to be very, very fun. Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. But it's going to also be very, very long. Luck with the trip. Thank you. I'm heading out Sunday, and I'm going to be spending time with family on Friday and Saturday because it's my dad's birthday is coming up. So celebrating his birthday this weekend, I'm going to be making some nice pulled pork barbecue, my own recipe. I start with the tomato sauce base. I use a bit of chili powder, a little bit of ground cumin, some honey, a little bit of like the ghost pepper hot sauce. Mix that all up. Pour it over the pork loin in a slow cooker for about 4 hours. Use 2 forks to completely shred up the pork loin, and then have it cook again for another 4 hours, and it's gonna be really, really tasty. I've got all the toppings and everything as well. So that's gonna be the weekend, and then Sunday I'm heading down, and I'll be there until Thursday when I'm gonna be heading back up. And then Thursday night, provided you know I'm not absolutely dead tired, I plan to stream that night. It'll be fun. I need to gain just a little bit more time. These cars in front of us are very, very quick. Very, very rapid. We are keeping pace with them, surprisingly enough. But they are also still very, very fast, very powerful vehicles with fairly high displacement engines. And that Supra as well. We're able to beat the Supra on the corners. but the straightaways, the straightaways, the Supra is able to kind of catch us back up just a little bit. This car is also a little bit undertuned for an RS event. Normally that's like the rank 7 and above, or yeah, the level 7 and above tuned vehicles, and what you kind of want to use. And usually a C class, or usually a B class or above is what you want to really use for these events to really kind of have a good shot at actually winning them. Right now, we are putting up a fight against two of these German machines, as well as the beautiful, legendary JDM Japanese Supra. Let's cut on the inside of the M3 GTR. Oh, they tried to throw a block there. Didn't quite stick. Downside though is when we're fighting the GTR, that Mercedes is going to be absolutely blowing our doors off because we can't focus on attacking it. Come on, full attack through this corner. We've got this. We've got this. Speed. And heavy braking. The car does not quite like braking. It likes going. It does not like slowing down. Oh gosh, that Supra came out of nowhere. Come on, big push. Big push now. Alright, up against the Mercedes now. Can we actually win this thing? Can we actually win the Rev City Roulette? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very, very close. Very, very tricky. Oh, nice and easy through here. Back again to the left. There we go. Alright, the speed down the straight. Let the turbocharged little box of 4 carry us to victory on our beautiful legacy B4 RSK. Quite a quick split sedan as well. Very, very nice. Alright, through the chicane. Very, very good. Get as close as we can to the walls. A little bit of a Scandinavian flick here as we're going to the sharp right-hand turn. One of the slowest corners on the course. Use a little bit of the banking here to carry speed through the corner. Up onto the jump. Whee! I want to brake just under the signage. Okay, brake just a little bit before the signs. But yeah, with the new steering setup for the controller, I can be a lot more aggressive without losing control of the car. And actually, really attack. Oh, so nice. Give me speed. Oh, we got 2 more laps to go. Let's push. Let's push as hard as we can. How far back is... Alright, it's the Mercedes that's in the lead. And it's 2.5 seconds. That's fine. That is A-okay. Alright, into the chicane again. Rev City is very, very fun because it's a very high-speed, momentum-based track. But you can also reach some really, really high speeds on the main straight as well. Plus also the city, the urban aspect of it as well is just really, really cool. Very, very nice. So you have the people looking down onto the racetrack from like the tunnel section there. Very, very cool. And it just feels very futuristic. Very, you know, very, very cool. But it's still, you know, good spots for battling. There's still good passing opportunities. Like, it's wide enough they can, you know, take multiple different lines to a corner as well. And, you know, come out on top. Maybe you're gonna get a drink, fix food, listen in the kitchen. Oh, cool. Don't by all means, don't let me stop you. Make sure, you know, you get everything you need and all that stuff. Especially if you're just coming home from work or what have you. I know. You know, when I come from work, I'm like, oh, I just want something to kind of relax, get something to drink. You know, get food, depending on when I get home. So I can definitely empathize. I gotta be very, very careful. Final lap. Let's try to extend our lead. Oh, that Mercedes is on now 4 seconds behind. Come on, big push. Let's do it. Gotta brake just a little bit earlier, probably around the wording. Yeah, around the wording on the ground, on the road, is probably where you want to brake, not under the signage. Signage is a bit too late for the vehicle like the Legacy. Legacy doesn't necessarily have the best brakes. Definitely is a little bit slow to brake for this car. One big push now. Oh, here we go. Cross the line. Victory, yes. Very, very good. Very, very nice. Oh, we beat the C32, we beat the Supra. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. All right, let's see. We did have a lot of car collisions there. So that's fine. That is okay. Oh my gosh, we actually are able to fight now. And it shows just how many Enthusia points we won there. So much better. Oh, yes. Let's enter another race with the Legacy. We have the duel on the edge. Ooh, the Legacy versus the Impreza. We will probably lose that. The Impreza is much quicker than the Legacy. Alright, let's see if we can better control our vehicle. Let's see if we can better control our vehicle on the Wintertron duel. That may be the next test. See if we can actually control this vehicle in the snow. This has been our Achilles heel all stream. Alright, we're pulling away from the Evo. It is one of the earlier Evos, so it doesn't quite have as much power as the later Evos. Slightly less, it's like 270 instead of 280. It's still quite a bit. Okay, yeah, the car is much easier to control now in the snow and in other rough conditions. Very, very nice. Alright, moment of truth. Is the car gonna spin on this corner here? Nope, I can save it as soon as the rear starts to slide out. Okay, slight bump there. Oh my gosh, this actually feels fun to drive again. Very, very nice. Gotta be very gentle as we get back onto the city. Slight jump, and then almost immediately afterwards onto the brakes. Okay, gotta brake even earlier than that. The car does not want to slow down, even more so in the snow. It can, however, go quite quick on the accelerator, which is good. Right, nice and easy, nice and easy. Keep the pace up. We are indeed beating the Evo 3. But we can't slip. We cannot have any major mishaps. I'm just happy we managed to get the vehicle all nice and readjusted. Oh, the Evo is slowly gaining on us, so after a few mistakes by us, we should be able to gain some more time through the city section. There we go. Alright, jump. And yeah, pretty much immediate braking. That's better. Yeah, you definitely want to get on the brakes a lot earlier on this in this vehicle. Oh my gosh, being able to actually rotate the vehicle in the snow and not have it spin. Being able to do proper counter steering. Yes. Oh, it's so much better to drive. The car is actually enjoyable to drive in the snow, in the slippery conditions. Very, very nice. Okay, we got to be very careful here. Very careful. Very careful. Okay, that's not careful. That's a complete brake lockup into that corner. And that's let the Evo catch us. That's let us let the Evo catch us back up. It's not good. That is not good. Easy. To the left. Let's go. Hey. Hey. That was a very, very, very rude maneuver. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Getting onto a final lap. My apologies if I'm not talking too much right now. I'm just trying to focus on not spinning the car. The car is still just a little bit squirrely in its setup, and the snow is not exactly the best place to have a vehicle this twitchy, especially with the brakes as well not working out great. It does make things just a little bit tricky. Oh gosh, easy. Stabilize the car. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, come on. Let's get back in front of the Lancer, the Evo 3. Come on. Bump. A little bit of off-loose excursion as well. That is fine. Come on, big push. Oh, so much better for that corner. That corner especially was the one that was giving us issues no matter how we tried to take it. It just, the car wanted to spin. Being able to do the counter steer immediately at full opposite lock has made it so much better. I will need to kind of readjust my driving style to the new controls, but it's getting there. I just need to be more smooth directly with my fingers as opposed to having the software do it for me. Final left-hander. Yes! Redemption! Victory at the Winterdrome. Oh, good. Very nice. Oh, so much better. So much better. The handling is so much better. The car feels so much better. Yes. Yes. We probably won't be able to level up. Oh, we did level up. Cool. Sweet. That's good. That is very, very good. Awesome, to get a little bit more power, we'll have a more aggressive blow-off valve. Some more aggressive engine notes. Very, very cool. That's gonna sound amazing in the next race. And we're gonna definitely see the increase in speed as well for this vehicle. It's gonna be really, really nice. Really, really cool. Ooh, the Tsukuba Championship. We actually have a good fighting shot with this one, with the odds only being 3.7. This will be a fairly even matchup. This will be some very, very hard fought victories with 10 laps at Tsukuba. But we will be starting in the front. We will have 4-wheel drive. We will have a very, very fast accelerating vehicle. We got this. Oh, the blow-off valve. Yes, that sound. Oh, the car actually turns in the twisty sections. Nice and easy. And then we get back on the throttle most of the way out of the corner. That would due to our forward drive, oh gosh, a little bit squirrely there. Due to our forward drive system, we can really kind of accelerate out of the tight corners without having too much wheel spin. Which is our main, that is our main advantage against the rest of these opponents, is that forward drive acceleration. Major launch power. Absolutely zero wheel spin. Downside is that system, the forward drive system does add weight. And depending on how you set the vehicle up, it does cause it to kind of understeer just a little bit. With the suspension and alignment settings we've got right now, the car is definitely a lot better, a lot more neutral in terms of handling, with just a little bit of oversteer on corner entry, and the faintest whiff of understeer on corner exit. Otherwise, it is absolutely gorgeous to drive now. Very, very nice. Come on. Nice and gentle. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're actually like dominating an RS event right about now. Just with the sheer performance of this car. Oh, it feels so much better to drive. Alright, minor off-course excursion here, that is okay. A little bit of dirt on the tires. With as hard as we're driving, that dirt will quickly come off as the rubber and dirt becomes embedded on the pavement. I like how when you get far enough ahead, when you go around the opposite side of that tight hairpin, you can hear the exhaust note of the vehicles as they are, you know, going into the hairpin. The car just feels very good to drive. Downside is it's made it a little bit too easy now to win events. Is with the adjustments, as we've kind of learned how to kind of do a bit more of the vehicle settings and how to adjust certain aspects of the vehicles to get like the perfectly like neutral balance. It's definitely a lot easier to win this race compared to previously. Oh man, I feel like I am about to like completely pass out. I am very tired as well. I want to at least get this to level 10 and choose our next vehicle first. Plus also, I am still having a lot of fun with the performance of the vehicle and the changes in the settings and everything. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. So good. Speed. The handling of this car, it's just so good. We are just dominating the rest of the opposition. the point where I'm not even paying attention to how far back they are. They're just so far back, and just doesn't matter, not one bit. You can hear the cars going into the braking zone as well. Really cool. How far ahead are we though? This is an absolute blowout victory. 10 seconds ahead of the Mercedes. Back when we were still struggling to fight against a different Mercedes in the wets. This is so much better. Nice and easy through here. Oh my gosh, this is a very long race as well. I didn't realize that. Hopefully, we'll get lots of lot of level, points for leveling. Don't know Mercedes, you know, some Fire Emblem. I should play Fire Emblem. I've not played. My little sister, my younger sister, she's in college. She plays a lot of like the newer Fire Emblem games. But I've not played a Fire Emblem game. I should play one of those. I think I've played more Fire Emblem characters from like the different Smash Bros. Games than I have in like any actual like Fire Emblem games. That'd be a fun one to do, because I do like some of like the visual novel elements of it as well. Like, you know, you put different characters together in battle. You know, they can, you know, become friends and you know, like, you know, kind of form like, you know, like a partnership and everything. FYI, the old ones and the new ones are dramatically different in terms of RNG. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard like the really old ones as well. It's not necessarily RNG, it's more like a sequential numbers. And if you do a certain thing, you can kind of like almost guarantee that you will be, you know, always get the really good results, and your enemy will always get the really bad results. Which is interesting. Yeah, I think a speedrunner found that. And it's like you have to like choose, you know, which direction your character goes, and basically decides if it's an odd, it faces one way, if it's an even, it faces the other way. Or the arrow or something like that. But regardless, it's still really cool how people, you know, data mining it and everything, they're able to find, you know, different hidden features of the game. Like just recently, people found out that there are actually cheat codes for Gran Turismo 4 that do everything from, you know, golding all the license tests to giving you like millions of dollars to, you know, unlocking certain vehicles. And they just found it out like recently that that was a thing. It was more so just from what I gather, it was a holdover from the dev test kit that they left in the game. And basically have to be past like 365 in-game days. And then you have to be like in the GT Life menu, and that's when you input it. And it's really cool for that. Because normally the Gran Turismo games don't really have cheat codes. They're basically sort of, you know, designed to be more like career-based, you know, simulation-style racing games. So for that to be found, you know, basically a decade and a half after the release of Gran Turismo 4. Like, that is really cool. That was just hidden in the game files. Just like people now are data mining it and are, you know, figuring out that you can actually use certain tracks that were designed for Tourist Trophy, the motorcycle spin-off game of the Gran Turismo series. You can use some of the tracks from Tourist Trophy in Gran Turismo 4 as well. They're hidden in the data files, as well as you have the ability to kind of create custom career events too. So I'm hoping that someone actually creates like a ROM hack of Gran Turismo 4 with even more content than already is on it. Just, that would be super cool. I would love to see that. Hell, I would pay for a ROM hack of that. Like I would pay full like retail price for a ROM hack of Gran Turismo 4 with like all like additional features, additional content and everything, additional races. That would be really cool, really fun. Yeah, no, like it's like the big news. It's one guy on Twitter that's been showing it, Ardemeister or something like that, Admeister, and he's like, you know, really into computers, really in like software engineering and development, and he's been just kind of putzing through like the files of Gran Turismo 4, and he found out that you can add, like, he basically kind of stumbled upon hidden deep within the files. He kind of found like the dev kit. And basically that's what allows you to kind of create, you know, the special races and everything, the different career mode events, have it be tied to, you know, the 100% completion. And he's found a way to edit it as well, and it is really cool. So I'm hoping within the next couple of years that there is a ROM hack for GT4, because there's a ROM hack for Gran Turismo 2. That kind of fixes a lot of the bugs and issues and restores cut content in that game. And it's called Gran Turismo 2 Plus, and you can find that on various corners of the interwebs, and you can run it on the Duck Station emulator, and it's really cool. But I would love to have a Gran Turismo 4 version of that as well, the Gran GT4 Plus, with even more events, with even, you know, that basically feature every single potential car can have its own, you know, unique events. And he's been showing like the different things you can do with the dev kit, which is really sweet. Oh, sweet, our car is maximum lightweightness now. We get massive amounts of points there. Oh yes. So nice. All right. So we don't have an RS event here, but I do want to challenge myself. Are you heading out? Thanks for stopping by for the stream. I do appreciate it. I do hope you have a great night. I do hope you get some rest as well. I know you're very tired, so hopefully you get some rest. And I do hope during the time I'm gone, I do hope that week is very kind to you as well. Oh, you're clapping. Oh, sorry. I looked at the emoji and it looked like one hand, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's just, you know, waving goodbye. My apologies. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, it'd be very cool. All right, let's completely dominate this race event as well. Now that we've figured out exactly how the handling, what exactly was going on with the handling, with the controller settings for this game. I try to send it in unless something happens. Alright, well, I do appreciate that. I'm just trying to find cheese. May. I'm trying to come up with a dairy pun. May your cheese come dairy quickly. I don't know, that was horrible. That was a little bit cheesy of a joke. Alright, I gotta get in front of this Skyline, the Nismo Skyline. That is a very quick car as well. Massive amounts of power. And it basically took the already very potent R34, increased the power of it, lightened it up, tightened up the suspension, and gave it grippier tires. And it is a track monster, that car. Absolutely terrifying to go up against it, and it is super quick. But we will continue to push as hard as we can to get up ahead of the R34 Nismo. Oh gosh, okay, brakes weren't working. Brakes were being very unkind to us. The car has decent speed. It's got decent handling, but it does not want to slow down at all. I definitely want to get this car nice and slow down for the corners. So you need to brake earlier than the GTR, it seems. We are keeping pace with it though. We're not losing too much ground. I want to see if I can't maybe eke out a few more tenths of a second per lap, just to kind of slowly catch it back up and maybe make an overtake. Come on. We've got this. We've got this. Maybe. That GTR, once it gets to the straight, is a very quick machine. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. It's about 3 seconds ahead. 2.5 seconds ahead. Close enough. Come on, nice and easy. Now it's 3.5 seconds. Yeah, it's pulling every major straight. That GTR, the R34, is pulling ahead. It is a very, very quick car. Still, we're definitely outperforming our own vehicle. We should get a very, very solid second place finish here. Keeping our car nice and smooth through this section. And now it's 4 seconds ahead. Yeah, it's slowly gaining. It is slowly pulling ahead. Man, this is that GTR. It is fast. I can't wait till we get the chance to drive that one. When the RNG gods smile upon us, and we get to drive something like that. That would be very, very fun. Just the sheer speed, the power. We will be absolutely shredding through some of the RS races, getting lots of victories there. Right around now, though, we are struggling for a solid second place. Third place is way behind as well, so we're basically just chasing down the GTR, but we are not quite able to keep pace. It is pulling ahead. Pretty much any major straightaway, it's gaining quite a bit of time. It's got at least an extra 100 horsepower on us. And it is quite quick in the corners too. So that definitely makes it just a little bit more difficult to kind of keep pace with it. But we are putting up a valiant fight though. In our beautiful legacy. Right, nice and easy. Get a little bit of the inside curbing. Oh gosh, easy. A little bit of late braking there. Gotta be very, very careful. Alright, come on, give me some speed. Alright, final lap. Let's at least get this second place. Let's get this silver trophy. Let's not lock up our brakes going into that turn. That was very, very bad driving by myself. I gotta keep reminding myself that the brakes in this car are not that great. Everything else is absolutely amazing. The car has a really good amount of slip angle, so it's able to kind of just slight drift around the corners, really getting that turn in, and you can kind of pull yourself out of with the four-wheel drive system. Oh gosh! All right, a little bit wide there. I'm also very tired myself, so my driving is getting just a little bit sloppy. It's been a very, very, very long week getting everything prepped for the data audit for next week. So that's gonna be very, very fun. Nice and easy. Okay, decent lap time at the end there. especially considering the fairly heavy hit in the wall. We definitely managed to outperform our vehicle by a decent amount. So we should get some decent ranking points with a second place finish here. We should also be able to get this up to another level. Level 9. There we go. Extra grippy tires. Good amount of ranking points. Not enough though. Not enough to prevent our ranking from going down. Let's see what else we have here. Final race potentially of the stream. Let's see. The Japanese car limited race again. Let's go for something simple. Let's see if there's a race where we can win a vehicle. Yes, let's do it. Very quick race. Let's win the Skyline. The Skyline, the Hakosuka, the Skyline, box Skyline, the GTR. The original GTR Skyline. So hopefully we can win that. Be very nice. Another vehicle to add to the collection. Hey, there's the Toyota Voltz that we were driving first. Previously. There we go. Nice and smooth through the corner. There we go. The speed. I'm gonna miss this car though. If we get a much slower vehicle after this, it's not gonna feel the same. Like this car has been very good to us. The handling. I want to see if we can lap someone within these 4 laps here. If we can just completely dominate the field. T-pose to assert our dominance. Just, you know, completely shred through the field. See if we can't lap someone in a 4-lap race as fast as we are going. We're already running sub-minute lap times. Which on Macrostrada is usually the little bit of a collision there. On Macrostrada and on Tsukuba, the sub-minute lap time is sort of the main sort of barrier to beat to kind of showcase it being a fast vehicle. Especially Tsukuba. Tsukuba, getting a sub-minute lap time at Tsukuba requires a very heavily tuned vehicle, a very fast car, and a very good driver. It's usually where they host the Super Lap Battle, which is one of the largest time trial events, or time attack events in Japan, and you get all the big name tuners and everything building cars for that, and it's really cool watching videos of that online and everything, because they're going full attack for like 1 or 2 laps just around the track, trying to set new records, and it's just really cool seeing that. Like, yeah, you know, the big names like HKS as well, building cars. You know, Powerhouse, Amuse. You know, all of that stuff. It's just really cool seeing the different vehicles. And then of course you have the home built custom cars as well. And it's just really sweet. And of course, even outside of the people going for absolute lap records, they do have other classes for the Super Lap Battle as well. So more street legal vehicles, you know, some moderately tuned cars. And it's really cool. Time Attack in general is just really cool to watch. Because it's basically one driver, one car, just going for just the outright fastest time. So they're pushing it to the limits. Plus also you get to see some really cool impromptu aero engineering for, you know, the different aerodynamic devices for those vehicles, trying to produce as much downforce as possible without adding weight or drag. Very cool. Alright, so we managed to get, oh gosh. Alright, we managed to get past 1. I'm not too sure about to get past the second one. We'll get past 5th place. Maybe if we had another lap, we could. Man, that was a very quick lap. 51 seconds for lap 2, 3, and 4. Very nice. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we're able to level up. Let's see if we're able to win the skyline. I would love to have the skyline. Yes! Yes, please. I would love to have that. Beautiful, beautiful car. Not a big fan of that color, but a beautiful car nonetheless. Very, very cool. All right, let's add some ranking points. Not ranking points, skill points. Get this car up to level 10. There we go. I'm massive 30 30 points. Oh, but this car is actually really, really, really fun to drive. I'm going to miss driving this one as we go to choose another vehicle for next stream. Next time we play this game. Let's get a nice screenshot of that for memory's sake. Alright, go to the premium sedan wagons. And we have 3 choices here. We have the Jaguar S-Type, the Toyota Celsior, and the Skyline 350 GT8. So let's open up the random number generator. There we go. 2. Alright, so let's see what that is. That is the Toyota Celsior. Very heavy, very soft suspension, very, premium luxury wagon. I think this was sold as the Lexus LC400, I think, in the States. Something like that. Big 4.2 liter V8 engine. This car, it's gonna be pretty quick in a straight line, but it's gonna be just a little bit sluggish in the corner. So we'll do one race with this, just to kind of get a feel for it. What color do I want it in? I actually like it in that wine red. We'll do one race with the Celsior, just so I can get a baseline tune, a baseline sort of idea as to what the vehicle is like. I know I'm gonna want to stiffen up some stuff here and lower the center of gravity just a bit. Stiffen a few things up. There we go. Get the car just a little bit more, maneuverable, a little bit more aggressive, shall we say. Lock the rear diff just a bit. Right around there. There we go. We should have plenty of torque from the big V8 engine in this. Very, very cool. That car has got to be an absolute luxury to have in Japan, though, because in Japan their road tax is based entirely around your vehicle engine displacement. So with that, big V8 motor cars are super, super expensive to own, let alone buy. Whereas in the United States, you just have the gas guzzler tax if it gets less than, I think it's less than 14 miles to the gallon, as well as a luxury vehicle tax if it's worth over a certain amount. But otherwise, you can have, big displacement engine in a fairly lightweight vehicle and not have the additional road tax. Whereas in a lot of European countries, the road tax is based off of your fuel economy instead. So it's really, really cool seeing and because of that, you get different okay, you get different sort of vehicles that are very, very popular in certain areas. For example, in the States, we love our big V8 motors, and as long as the vehicle gets within a certain threshold, they can still be fairly cheap for people to drive. It's and own. So that's kind of created the modern and classic muscle car craze. Where in Japan, and I think also New Zealand as well, and a couple other countries, they tax based on engine displacement, which is why sometimes you see in the tuning scene the Mazda rotaries, because they're only technically classified as 1.3 liter engines, which is really very, very, very small. They're considered very, very popular tuning car over there, and you see people use the rotary engine a lot more in comparison to the States. a lot of times, a lot of the rotary engine vehicles are usually the engine is swapped out for a big LS series V8 instead, because they want the lower end torque. And then in Europe, you do have if you do have the high performance vehicles, there's still, more balanced, more kind of neutral, or more focused on getting the very, very good miles per gallon as well. And so usually the higher power vehicles are even more expensive to own. So a lot of people usually, it also means that it also kind of explains the popularity of the small, hatchback, compact diesel cars in Europe versus in the States, because while diesel is quite a bit more expensive in the States compared to just regular gasoline, because of the increased fuel efficiency, or due to the higher energy per it's BTUs per gallon, British thermal units per gallon of fuel. Basically, diesel fuel is more energy dense, in layman's terms. So because of that, you get more MPG from a diesel engine just by nature of diesel being more energy dense. So that makes them cheaper to own compared to gasoline powered cars, or petrol powered cars over there, is what they say. That's just very, 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 very cool. How different rules and laws affect the culture of different subcultures as well, and what rises up from them, and how people kind of circumvent them and navigate them and everything in order to still have have their fun. Alright, we're in third place right now. This car is a little bit sluggish still. It handles better than I thought it would, but I think we should definitely put it a bit more towards acceleration. Right around now, it's kind of bogging down in fourth gear a bit. It's got a big beefy V8 engine, but it's just not quite. It is also shaped like a brick, so we should probably focus on getting a bit more, putting it to a bit more towards acceleration. Wait, this will be the final race. Final race of the stream. On low end steering, the track that looks like a kitty cat. As we're on the ears, the kitty cat, we are scratching its head. Alright, very, very gentle. Very, very gentle through the hairpins. Oh my gosh, the car feels so much better to drive though, with the different controller steering sensitivity settings. Very, very nice. This is a fairly low red line as well, only at 6,000 RPMs. Definitely for a Japanese engine, it's very, very low revving, but quite a bit of torque from it as well. The vehicle is very heavy. At 1,800 kilograms, that's 36, like almost 4,000 pounds basically. Just under 4,000 pounds is what this vehicle weighs. Super, super heavy car. But I mean, it is a big, massive four-door sedan with lots of luxury items. Very, very cool. And we are basically taking it around and torturing this car within an inch of its life around a racing track, trying to absolutely demolish the competition with it. Alright, nice and easy. The car is driving beautifully right about now. Very smooth power delivery, very smooth on the corners. I think this would have definitely, the controller steering sensitivity would have definitely helped a lot in the previous stream when we were driving the very unwieldy Group 5 BMW. But oh well, we live and learn. We figured it out. Now we can actually have some more fun streams where we're not, you know, struggling against the vehicle. Couldn't quite get a sub 3-minute lap time on the low-end steering course, but still, very, very nice, very good. Got a solid position there. Solid third position. That's very good. Very nice. Beautiful. There we go. Car is a little bit lighter now, which is good because it needed a little bit of weight reduction. Nice. Okay, good. Very, very nice. We're gonna be ending the stream now, because one, I need to get up very, very early because I need to make sure I cook the pulled pork. I'm gonna be doing that in the slow cooker. I need to get that all prepped up, but also because I do have work very early in the morning as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna be ending the stream probably right around now. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I do appreciate that. If you enjoyed the stream, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, do be sure to let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. Regardless, so thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I do hope to see you all on the next stream in about a week. And until then, though, I do hope you have a great week, a great time. And hope you are all, you know, stay nice and happy, healthy, and all that stuff. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye!